You know how obsessive I get with that.
The safety man's under it. Team up.
Holy Bible, son.
As an offensive coach, I want to go for it when it's 4th and 20. I mean, it's, you know, you're not the head coach, so you always want the ball on offense. But I totally understood coach's decision, and it's kind of the situation I was in 2 weeks before that at Tennessee. I thought they were going to play a different look, and I decided to throw the ball on 4th and 1, and it didn't work. And I was an idiot for it. If it would have worked, it would have been a good deal. So it's 50-50 situations, and you gotta be confident in your work that you put in and what you believe is right, and you got to go with it. And it can go either way, and you live with the consequences. But when you talk about electing to go to people on plays, it's not like that. I mean, to tell you the truth, the one that we went to Hardy, Devontae was number 1, but they all out-blitzed us. So then you got to throw your hot throw, and we liked what we had. We just came up a yard short.
25 made a good tackle.
Yeah, they jammed our guys, so we didn't get the type of rub that we wanted, and so he made a hell of a play.
Was Julio's ball should just been a little bit higher?
You gotta. I mean, it was incomplete, so I don't exactly remember where it was. It was incomplete, so. Yeah, and that's part of it. We had another down. We should have scored the next play. We didn't, and that's what happens. That's life in the NFL, and you get a loss because of it. And I promise you guys that.
Scar.
Okay, what kind of dogs do I have? I have a Boston Terrier who now is in the stage of life where he has only one eye and he's blind in the other one. Pretty much just farts the equivalent of Satan's breath all day long because he's just old. He's just an old dog. He's an old terrier. And then I have a pug, and he's pretty awesome. He's a little black pug, and he's super cute. And his eyes go in opposite directions. And when he barks, he says "haba." He literally goes "haba, haba, haba, haba." He says "haba" like a little old man who smokes cigars. And he snores like a 300-pound man with sleep apnea. It's just between the one-eyed farting dog and the little dog with crazy snoring issues. I may actually consider getting my own bedroom just to sleep at night because it's pretty gross. And then I have a golden retriever that is not my dog. It happens to be my son's dog, but like most dogs that kids want.
Immediately. And so we've really gone and worked hard to try and find those specific ones and deliver only those. So even in New York City, you know, every business in the street isn't every hour posting something that we feel is actionable. So you're going to naturally filter, and it's going to come into contextually.
Yeah, and the context is going to be really interesting because, you know, if it's 1 o'clock at midday, you know I usually eat lunch then.
Right, exactly.
So now you can bring more food stuff.
Right.
If it's 3 o'clock, don't bring as much food stuff, and then 6 or 7 o'clock, bring more food and drinking things, right?
Exactly.
So like what'd be really cool is if we get to the point where, you know, we know that, you know, at 8 o'clock you tend to get coffee, and we can pop up to you, say, a local offer from Facebook or one of the other services for like a discounted coffee, you know, at 8 a.m., right? So it's just this one pop-up that says you're going to save money right there.
Yeah. Yeah, and I can't wait to do that. And then changing on to road trips is a different context because, you know, we just drove down to Vegas, right? You know I'm driving down to Vegas because I signaled that a lot of ways. One, I bought a hotel, so that was in Gmail. I put on my calendar. We Facebooked it. We said we're driving to Las Vegas, and then we used Waze. So, you know, the more systems you hook up to and build context in, the better this is going to get.
And the other thing is that, you know, when you're in your neighborhood, you're less likely to be interested in the history stuff or the music stories or the campus tour, right? But when you leave your home area, you're actually more likely to be interested in that sort of travel mode. So we can actually increase the amount of...
I am Cornholio. I need TV for my bunghole.
And this class is the computer that will act as Highland High School's gateway to the information superhighway.
Hey, Beavis, check it out. What? Did you hear about what's, happening in Louisville, Kentucky? In September?
Yeah, dude. DerbyCon 3, the reunion.
Well, go get your tickets already, asshat.
Esas pavas todavía viven en Highland. Porque molaría. ¿Queréis ver algo que mola de verdad?
You need money for the meter, money for the toll. Don't turn on the heater, daddy's on the door. They tell me that the devil pays good money for your soul. We don't got no dough. Tell me there's a dollar in the pocket of your jeans. Need money for the baby, the bacon and the beans. I'd buy you a dozen roses, but I just don't have the means. Don't got no dough. Sorry, Mr. Landlord, I cannot pay the rent. Run down to the bank and ask them where my money went. Then come back and tell me just who overspent. Mister, let me tell you, I blame the government.